So here we are again, and from my last video, we've probably been drawing quite a bit in class. We're now going to add visual research to the cue. When you're drawing things like animals or humans, you have to base it on reality. This is going to inform your drawing, it's going to make it logically believable, and it's actually going to help you with your proportions. So we research this, and the way we do this is and we're going to be drawing our pets. So I've put together a bunch of links for Herman Dietrich's skeletal systems. They're fabulous drawings on illustration of the internal and the muscular structure of animals. But what this is going to do for us is it's going to make it believable, and it's going to make us be able to break down these basic shapes into simple things and put together the object. So this would be an oval, this would be an oval, this would be a rectangle. So these shapes will all form together to create our final animal. So one of the things that visual research does do is I've often seen drawings that look kind of like, here's your animal. You have your head, you have your body, you have your back, you kind of connect these shapes, and then I see people put the legs coming right out of the stomach. That's not even logical. It makes no sense. That means that he's going to tip over either way. So if this was a horse, it starts to look a little odd. When we start drawing, before we can exaggerate it, it still has to be believable. SpongeBob, as a cartoon character, does have a skeleton. He's believable. So as we draw, and I'm going to draw a dog very quickly, I'm going to base it on my visual research. Let me see if I can get the dog in the picture. Again, I'm going to start with his basic head shape, and I'm always drawing big, rib cage, and I'm looking at them proportionally, and hips. They might not be right, but it gives me a starting point to connect them. He's now got a rectangular muzzle and an ear. And the best thing to do for legs is to really think about them logically. Where does the animal bend? He's hinged right here. There's a joint here. It comes down here, and then his paw comes out. So there's a lot of hinges in a dog. And I do that in his back legs. He's kind of pinned right here. These two tend to line. And then there's the back joint, and I connect them. This is how he's moving. So now you have to add some type of depth to them. And I add triangles to start and see if I can get them. But always remember to come off the edge. That's where his hip is. And you need to show that believably. And then I think about the weight. And I get a common mistake too is to make sure that they're on a flat surface, especially when you're drawing from the side. I often see people put animals on tiptoes, and I'm like, no, they need to use those joints. So this might not be the perfect dog yet, but this is how I'm going to get my structure. Now, if you're drawing a dog that's much shorter, and we know about proportions now, like a corgi, you're going to end him like here, right? Because he's got a much shorter space. So then your dog will be this big. And that's it.